And we're back with another episode of Joe vs. Joe. I am Joseph.
And I'm Jordan.
And Jordan, we're back. We're here with another episode, with another week. Week 2 was crazy.
There were so many things that happened, and we're so excited to talk all about week 2.
But before we do, make sure you hit our little subscribe button, like us, do all the things, please. Follow us on Instagram at
Joe vs. Joe.
Wow.
Right there. Please follow us.
Give us a follow. We love the support we're receiving, but also we're loving hearing from you. We've had many people sending in their predictions, many people giving us their thoughts. We love it. We're here for it, and we're just here for you. This is all fun, right?
We love you.
We love
and
you.
And appreciate you, so please keep it coming.
Yep.
But with that, let's head into week 2.
Kansas is 2-0.
They are.
What?
Kansas
that
is
never happens.
Here.
Good for Kansas.
Good for Kansas. You know, week 2 was absolutely insane. It's everything every fan wishes for college, except for maybe Texas A&M and Notre Dame.
Yeah, and Nebraska.
And, you know, there's some fans that might not agree with us that time, but the rest of you all.
Maybe some fans are already looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hashtag Nebraska.
Anyway, we have to give some follow-up to games that we didn't preview last week. And, you know, wow, what games.
It was just absolutely insane. There were some crazy upsets that happened, starting with Notre Dame Marshall.
We are Marshall. I love it.
Marshall upset number 8 Notre Dame at Notre Dame, 26-21. That is absolutely insane.
People are so excited about, Marshall fans are so excited.
And everyone
about
else,
it.
just not Notre Dame fans.
I saw a guy wearing a Marshall shirt the other day. He was so happy.
Yeah,
he's so proud about it.
Good on him.
Wonderful.
Here's the thing. They knocked Notre Dame out of the rankings. You can't have an 0-2 team ranked. It just doesn't work. So Notre Dame is no longer ranked. When was the last time Notre Dame was not ranked?
It's been a few years, but kind
of crazy.
I feel like we should have seen it coming, though. Well, no, we should not have seen Marshall coming, but we
Marshall.
should have seen that
we knew
Notre Dame
State
is not what they're cut out to be.
Right. I mean, just a recent coaching change and everything.
Prove us wrong. It's only week 2.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
But absolutely insane. So that was the first big upset of the year, big upset of that day.
And the second game this one caught everyone by surprise. Appalachian State at Texas A&M.
Number 6 Texas A&M.
Wow. And just... Can we reiterate? It was at Texas A&M.
Right. And Texas A&M, the big thing with them was they had the number 1 recruiting class coming into this year.
Alabama didn't even go in there last year and beat Texas A&M at Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Like, how cool for Appalachian State. We saw a video of, all their students just celebrating in the streets on campus, and just rightfully so.
Absolutely insane. That score was 17-14, and it knocked Texas A&M all the way to 24th.
Oof. Wow. All the hype just
went down.
There's still time.
Number 1, I saw this meme because the whole thing was Texas A&M's playing players to go there, because they had the number 1 recruiting class and number 1 talent going into this season. And then I saw this meme because their head coach said, "Oh, we did not pay players to go here," and was just adamant about it. I saw this meme that says, "Okay, I believe him now," with the Appalachian State Texas A&M score at the bottom. It was funny.
Caught everyone by surprise. Then we have Nebraska. Oh, Nebraska losing to Georgia Southern. Barely, but you shouldn't be
another
playing around with Georgia
one-score
Southern.
loss. Chris Frost had so many one-score losses in his career, and this was just yet another one.
So
and
sad.
The one that sealed the deal for him, and he was actually fired from Nebraska.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was about time. I'm surprised they didn't fire him sooner. But there you go. They have now an interim head coach.
They've moved on.
So crazy. Did you hear that? So his buyout was like $15 million or something like that.
$17 million.
I'm not sure. It was something pretty high, somewhere in there. But they would have saved $7 million if they had just waited till October.
Yeah, it was.
And then it would have been a
time.
lower buy-in.
Might as well.
But they were just like, nope, it's worth it. So
it will be interesting to see what Nebraska does. We predicted Nebraska was going to be bowl eligible. We're
don't know if I'm
most likely going to be wrong with that
They're
one.
1-2
However,
right now.
So far, we're right with Kansas. They're going to be bowl eligible.
But
Maybe.
Nebraska's 1-2 right now, and just lost to Georgia Southern. That's a hard loss. They're in the Big Ten, so they have some hard games coming up. We'll talk more about that later. But anyways, just so crazy. Unfortunate loss for Nebraska.
You want to take this next one?
Yeah. Next one. Oh, my goodness. Washington State at Wisconsin. Number 19, Wisconsin at the time.
Washington State is showing that they're in it for the fight. They're in it, and
they're
underrated.
Underrated, I will say. I feel like even when we gave our Pac-12 predictions on our preseason videos way back when, we said, like, don't underestimate Washington State. And people are already underestimating them. People were questioning us about that. Well, look at this now. They upset number 19 Wisconsin at Wisconsin.
We're so proud of you.
Absolutely insane. I think that was a game that we all, even me, expected for it to be a pretty big blowout by Wisconsin.
I don't know about a blowout, but definitely a few scores. I thought Wisconsin, they're solid. They're always solid. And
they were supposed to be better this year, Wisconsin.
Yeah, but good for Washington State. And then our final upset we had was Texas Tech beating Houston.
It was at Texas Tech.
So not too big of an upset, but we just had to give follow-up to that.
Yeah, because Houston was ranked. And
shout out to our Red Raiders. Now we must give follow-up to our
actual
5 games of the week.
Those were not even part of our games of the week, which is absolutely crazy, and how crazy football season can get. I literally was checking the scores and everything because we had a busy Saturday. We actually went to 2 football games, so we did not have a lot of time to watch them on TV. But as we were checking the scores and everything, I was like, wow, I love college football. It is insane.
You tell them about our game 1.
Okay, our game 1 was number 1 Alabama at Texas. We did not make this the game of the week, partly because we knew about 100% of you would have sent in Alabama predictions.
We've done it before. We get one person going in the opposite direction.
And Alabama was favored by 20. That was the line on this game. 20 points.
I hope you said the under.
Holy cow. This was absolutely insane. Great game. Insane. The ending score was 20-19. So 1 point. Holy cow, 1 point. That is so crazy. Also, you usually don't make it into the top 25 after having a loss. Like, if you were not in it, you don't usually get bumped into it after a loss. But that's what happened with Texas. They are now 21st. And rightfully so. Honestly, I do agree with that. Like, they put up a heck of a fight. And another crazy thing is Texas's first string quarterback got injured the first quarter of the game and was out the last 3 quarters. Yeah. And they still only lost by 1 point. So I wonder what would have happened if he was still in the game.
We can play what ifs, but I guess when it came down to it, Alabama was good enough to squeak by with 1 point. And so crazy. It was in front of 105,000 people.
Yeah, it was a record for Texas. For their stadium.
Crazy.
But absolutely crazy game. The last few minutes were absolutely insane. It was a couple field goals and just absolutely insane.
Alabama's quarterback, Bryce Young, he really carries Alabama. Mm-hmm. They depend a lot on him. And that's a good thing that he does that. But, push come to shove, it might be too much coming down the road for Alabama. So heads up on that.
Absolutely crazy first game.
How do we score on that, honey?
Well, we both said Alabama, so we both got a point for that. But dang, if we had to do the over/under on that, I think we both would have gotten that wrong.
Really bad. Anyway, we hope you did well. What did the crowd say?
The crowd also said Alabama, of course. I think it was actually 100% said Alabama. Wow. That's what I'm saying. But people are underestimating Texas. I mean, I did.
Well, our game number 2, not as exciting, but still very exciting. We had Tennessee at number 24 Tennessee at number 17 Pitt. Quite a game. Tennessee ended up winning 34-27. a dog fight of a game.
They went into overtime.
Yeah, and it was crazy how close of a game it actually was. I did not think it was going to be that close. I thought Tennessee was going to run away with it. But, they came out on top. We both picked Tennessee,
We
right?
both picked Tennessee on that one.
Woohoo. So
and
1
so
point
did the
each.
crowd, so good job.
Good job. And you got game 3.
Yes, and then game 3, which apparently we should have had like Washington State, Wisconsin or something. But we had Arizona State at number 11, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State ran away with it. I think the final score was like 34-17.
Yeah.
34-17. So Oklahoma State ran away with it, which was to be expected. Everyone guessed Oklahoma State on that one, so no surprise there.
Yeah. Did we score well?
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone scored.
Said
Woohoo.
Oklahoma State.
Great. Game 4, we had number 20 Kentucky at number 12 Florida. This one was very interesting. Very close, neck and neck for a while. And, Kentucky ended up coming out on top. Wow, what a way to go into the swamp and get a victory there. That is impressive. Kentucky's definitely what are they ranked now?
They're 9th, I think.
Ninth.
They're in the top 10
Man,
at least.
people respect that win a lot, and good for them.
Yeah.
However, we both got that wrong, right?
We both got that wrong, and the crowd also got that wrong. We all thought Florida was going to pull
We
through.
were fooled by that. Kentucky's not just a basketball school. They're trying to let it be known.
Yeah, honestly, after that, you can't say they're just a well, even after last year, you can't.
Yeah, last year they came back pretty well.
Yeah, they did pretty well. Okay, our final game and our game of the week was number 9 Baylor at number 21 BYU. That was a crazy game. We were there. It was absolutely insane. It
was
went
electric.
into double overtime, which was crazy. Still don't like how they do the new overtime, but that's besides the point. BYU ended up coming out on top 26-20. So absolutely insane. It was a boring first half.
Very well. Exciting if you love defense.
It was but like who likes defense? But it was super boring for the first half. Was 3-0 for BYU forever until like right at the end. Mm-hmm. And then the second half was absolutely
back
insane.
And forth,
That's
back and
when
forth.
It was more like offense, which was
so crazy. We loved going. Super fun atmosphere. It was loud. It was electric. People were excited on both sides, and it was just a good time. However, we both picked BYU.
We both picked BYU, but the crowd said Baylor.
Woo.
So there you go.
How about that? Haha. We
beat you.
Take that, crowd. I'm just kidding, though. Well, yeah. So there's our 5 games of the week. However, our game of the week was Baylor BYU, and we had our Joseph's Dollar Challenge, which was very exciting. And the winner this week was Thomas Young. Congrats, and we're so proud of you. We're so grateful that you participate with this, and we will send you $1 and you get the shout out. And be sure to submit your prediction for this week as well. We'll let you know.
And we'll announce our game of the week later, but please send in your predictions for that. So there you go.
Make sure we've had some struggle. Send in your game winner and your score prediction. We need both. We need both things.
Otherwise, you're not going to win.
Yep.
So.
And if we're nice, we might message back and say, hey, can you clarify? But we might not. Hopefully we can. But just make it easy for us. Anyway, so wonderful, so exciting.
It was a crazy week.
What are our totals going into week 3?
Our totals, because, we also keep track of, the Jordan's Quick Picks at the end, and you got a couple of wrong. Oh. We got the same with just our 5 games.
Did you get them all right?
Let's see here. No, I did not. I got Appalachian State wrong and Washington State wrong.
I can't believe you got those wrong.
And Marshall Notre Dame wrong. So I got 3 wrong, obviously. But then I'll tell you the ones you got wrong. I said that, but you also got those wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why those evened out. But then you got 2 more wrong. You said Vanderbilt was going to beat Wake Forest.
Whoops.
And I did not. So I got a point for that. Wake Forest won. And then you also said that Houston was going to beat Texas Tech, and Texas Tech actually beat Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it. So the totals from week 2, or totals, so after week 2 and week 1, I am at 42 points, and you were at 36.
Oh, I got to step it up.
So.
How's our crowd doing?
Well, I mean, I don't
We don't know
do
yet.
the top
We'll update you
25.
later.
But as far as just like our top 5 games, because we don't ask you guys on all of the top 25 teams, that'd be a lot. Anyway, but as far as the top 5 games go, you're at a 70% pick.
Good job,
right? Like
crowd.
And then you're at 70% as well, and I'm actually at 90% right now. So
You're killing it.
feeling pretty good about
Wow,
myself.
let's take you to Vegas.
So
That's
there you
great.
go.
Well,
And ESPN's at 80%, so I'm beating ESPN right now.
good
so.
job.
Woohoo.
Lady. Wow, keep
Okay.
it up.
There you go. That's week 2.
number 3.
So for week 3, we have game number 1 as number 12 BYU at number 25 Oregon. That is going to be a crazy game. BYU is just coming off of a big win as they beat number 9 Baylor. So that will be crazy. Number 25 Oregon, they're trying to climb back into a little bit more of respect. Just got back into the rankings. So we'll see what happens. It's at Oregon, but I don't know. We'll see. BYU is on fire right now. With that, I think BYU is going to win this one.
I concur. I do think BYU will win, but it's going to be close. It's going to be just like the Baylor game, I feel like. It's hard to go in and win at Oregon. But yeah, I think BYU will win, just barely. It'll be great. Game number 2, we have number 7, Oklahoma at Nebraska. This is sad. I feel like we predicted that Nebraska was going to beat Oklahoma at the beginning of the year. I don't think I'm going to stick with our prediction. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. Nebraska, it's just an ugly situation right now.
Yeah, I completely agree. With the loss of a head coach and just everything happening, it's hard not to pick Oklahoma. So I'm going to pick Oklahoma. Okay, next we have number 11, Michigan State at Washington. Washington is hopeful to have a little bit better of a year this year than they did last year. They are starting off the season 2-0. It is at Washington. Number 11 Michigan State is also 2-0 right now. They had a pretty good year last year and are having a decent year this year too.
It'll be a very interesting game to see what happens. However, I do think Michigan State's going to overpower Washington.
I concur.
You concur.
We're not really versing each other right now.
I know.
Okay.
We have number 22 Penn State at Auburn. This is a big game. People are saying Penn State's overrated. People are saying Auburn's underrated, but some people say Auburn's not that good this year. I think this game really sets the tone for whatever team that wins for the rest of the year. This will only propel them forward. I'm going to go with the Nittany Lions and say Penn State's going to go into Auburn and win.
I'm also going with Penn State.
Wow, look at us. We're agreeing a lot this year.
There we go. Okay, next we have number 13 Miami at number 24 Texas A&M. This is our game of the week.
Game of the week.
So send us your predictions for this one as your score and then who's going to win the game. So, yeah, absolutely crazy. Texas A&M is coming off of a devastating loss with Appalachian State. It is at Texas A&M again. They're playing number 13 Miami. Miami has been on fire this year so far. And, I mean, they haven't played anyone super notable, but they are 2-0. 2-0, and they've been slaughtering teams. So.
Yeah. Who do you have?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Texas A&M. I think they're gonna be so angry after
just
that
to have
loss.
one game different. I'll gladly go with Miami.
Okay, there we go.
And wow, that will if I'm right, that will really mess with Texas A&M, and it will only propel Miami so far forward. It'll be very interesting to see how that happens. But Texas A&M, you've got to win this week.
Yeah, if you have any hopes of going to the playoffs, you have to win this game.
So that's our game of the week. Send us your prediction. We need your score prediction and who you think is going to win. And you will probably, if you win, you will get a shout out and $1, and we'll send that to you we'll give you that update next week. And we're just so excited about it.
Yes. Okay, next we're going to go into Jordan's quick picks. We're going to go through the rest of the top 25 games really quick and just see who we're going to pick. Mm-hmm. So, first we have number 1 Georgia at South Carolina. Georgia. no other
Georgia
words.
looks perfect.
They look so good right now.
Perfect.
They moved to number 1. They did pass Alabama this week, which
and
I completely agree
so.
with. I mean, after Alabama struggled against Texas, Georgia has looked so dominant in every game they've played so far. It's hard. Like, why wouldn't you rank them at number one? So, yes. Okay. Then next you have UConn at number 4, Michigan.
Michigan.
Next you have Youngstown State at Kentucky. Number 9, Kentucky. Texas State at number 17, Baylor.
Baylor's going to be mad.
They are. Baylor. Okay, next, number 20, Ole Miss at Georgia Tech.
Ole Miss, big time.
Ole Miss. They're doing good this year.
Yeah.
University of Louisiana Monroe at number 2, Alabama. This spread is 49 points, so there you go. Liberty at number 19, Wake Forest. Toledo at number 3, Ohio State. Arkansas Pine Bluff. AR Pine Bluff.
Sure.
Sorry. At number 8, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Missouri State at number 10, Arkansas.
Razorbacks
are back.
Let's go.
Akron at number 15, Tennessee. Texas Tech at number 16, NC State.
Let's go Red Raiders.
I was going to say the same thing,
but
I'll go NC State. It's fine. Let's just go against each other.
Fine.
I'll go NC State, but
Gladly.
Texas Tech. I was going to go Texas Tech. Okay. Next, we have South Florida at number 18, Florida. Wow, is that three home games
in a row for Florida?
That's crazy.
Wow.
But I'm going to go
Must
Florida.
Be nice.
Yeah. I'm going to go Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Okay. Number 23, Pitt at Western Michigan.
Pitt.
Louisiana Tech at number 5, Clemson. UTSA at number 21, Texas. San Diego State at number 14, Utah. Hope we're not jinxing anything by that, but we'll go Utah. Fresno State at number 7, USC. Okay, there you go. Those are the rest of the top 25 games. It'll be interesting to see if there's any more crazy upsets this week.
Sure there will be.
Hoping Utah's not one of those.
Now, just a reminder, send in your prediction for the next coming game. We've got Miami at Texas A&M. Also, we're going to do something fun. If you go to a game, if you watch a game on TV, if wherever you go, if you tailgate, whatever you do for the game, send us a picture. Send it to us through our Instagram.
We'd love to see them.
And we would love to share it on our stories. So please send us a picture of your game day experience. We'd love to see it. And we've been sharing our game day experiences, and we thought we might as well share yours as well.
It's fun.
Because we're all in this together. Anyway, we're so grateful for you guys.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and comment. It really helps us out. So please do that and follow us at Joe vs. Joe. Thank you so much for your support. We'll see you next week.